Hi, welcome back to my channel. So this video, right, I feel like a lot of people will be able to relate to this. So have you been on the dating scene a while, right? And each time you meet a guy you think, yes, he could be the one, and then bam, you end up in the same position you was a couple months ago. It always ends up the same. And you always end up feeling like a piece of shit, doubting yourself, is it you, etc. Right? Do you know how we can abolish this? Do you know how we can go through the dating period and not feel like shit afterwards? I'm going to let you into a little secret. It's called self-love. And this video, I'm going to touch base on why self-love is important and how you can boss the single world. I truly believe self-love is the most important part in a relationship. But before you get into a relationship, you need to work on the relationship with yourself first. Because when people go into a relationship and they don't have self-love and self-worth, etc., they end up doubting themselves, and they end up attracting people in their life which are not worthy of their time or energy. But because you're doubting yourself and you don't love yourself, you are letting people in below standard, what you normally would, just to fill a void, just because you feel like when someone else is in my life, it's going to make me happy, I'm going to be happy, they're going to make me whole. No, the only person in your life that can make you whole is you. You've got to think you are the only person you are going to be with for the rest of your life, and that's a guarantee. So you need to work on your relationship with you, okay? A lot of us women, men, etc., you've been through trauma, whether that's childhood trauma, whether that's just relationship, etc. And what we tend to do is we tend to hold on to this trauma and we take it through our life. We don't ever deal with it and process it properly, and we seem to inflict the trauma on ourselves. So if you've been cheated on, you end up tarnishing everyone with the same brush, right? You end up doing that with everyone. Oh, well, he'll probably do it, he'll probably do it. And then what happens is you keep knocking down your self-worth, your self-confidence, etc. At the end of the day, you were never the problem in that situation. You didn't cheat, you was true to yourself. The person that cheated was the problem. So this is what you need to think about and look at in a situation. When you start dating people and it never goes as planned, etc., and it ends, or you know, they end up ghosting you, etc., please don't think you are the problem, okay? You're not the problem. The problem is with that person who hasn't got the maturity to actually tell you what's wrong. They're not mature enough to tell you what's wrong. They hide from their problems and they run away. They block them or whatever. They'll ghost them. You're not the issue here, okay? So when you don't have self-love and self-worth, right, what happens is each time this happens, you then start lowering your standard to who you're going to let in, because you think, right, this guy was really good looking but he broke my heart, so if I go with someone that's not as good looking but got an okay personality, etc., you end up letting people in with major red flags just to fill a void in your life. And it honestly, it won't work. It's a temporary fix. You need to start working on the relationship with you and your purpose in life before you can start working on a relationship with someone else. So when I first started dating properly after my little hoeing season, everyone has a hoeing season, no judging here, okay? We all do it after a long-term relationship. You do it, okay? So after, you know, when I first started dating people, and I really wanted love. I wanted love, like I just wanted that feeling again. I wanted to be loved and held and kissed and all of this, yeah, which we all want. We all want to be loved and appreciated. What would happen was the same thing would happen, right? I've noticed a lot of guys wanted me, but only for my body, not for actually who I was. So they weren't very true with what they were saying. So each time someone would fuck me over, I would blame myself. I'm the problem, I'm the issue, I can't hold a relationship down, it's me, blah, 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 okay? And then what I would do is I'd always let that person back in. You know, I'd make excuses for that person, like, yeah, but you know, he has been really busy, so that's probably why he hasn't texted me, or, you know, he's not spoke to me for a whole week, but you know, it's life. No. When someone wants you in their life, there's no fucking excuse, okay? You want to keep that person in your life, so what do? You pursue that person, right? But what a lot of people do is they'll pursue that person until they know they've got that person where they want them, like putting in their hand, and then they will go off elsewhere, dabble around elsewhere, and if it don't work out there, they know that you're always going to come back. But this is the thing, when you have self-worth and respect and love, you know that's not how you treat someone. You don't just come in my life when it's convenient for you and fuck off when it's not, okay? And then come back again when it's convenient. No, hun, I do a 2-chance rule, right? Fuck me off once, fine, that's absolutely fine. I get it, we're busy, you know, people, you know, deserve a second chance. Fuck me off twice, right? Whether that's ghosting me, not talking to me for days, whether that is, I don't know, anything. It could be anything, right? Where there's no explanation. And I feel like when I start doubting myself about the situation and it starts affecting my energy, no, there's no coming back at all. They can message me again and guess what they're gonna get? Nothing. You know, I gave someone access to my energy and they took that for granted. They think they had access and they're gonna keep coming back for that. No, you're not gonna come get it again, hun, unless you prove to me with actions, okay? So this is what happens when you start loving yourself. You won't take shit from anyone. You won't care, because when you start dating someone, that person's not meant to make you feel confused. It's not meant to make you start doubting yourself. No, because as soon as your energy level shifts and it shifts from a positive to a negative, get out of it. Don't even question it. Get out, okay? Someone will prove to you in their actions, you know? I always say this, right? I can walk down the street and a stranger can tell me exactly what you're telling me. So if you prove to me with your actions, there's a difference there. So this is why we need self-love and self-worth in our life. Another reason why we need self-love is because when you don't love yourself and you are in a negative environment, in your own headspace, how are you expecting someone else to live in that environment? If you are a negative person, you've just got issues all the time and everything's against you and nothing's ever your fault, that is fucking draining to someone. There's only so much someone can do, and then it just becomes draining, and then it just becomes boring, and then they become uninterested because you are not this happy-go-lucky person. You don't actually love yourself, and you can't find someone else that is gonna make you love you more than yourself. What's happening in life, accept it, okay? Whether it was your fault or not. Your stretch marks, your cellulite, you know, my teeth, they're about as straight as Gokwan, right? But I'm accepting it. It's me, it's a part of me. I used to have a massive front about, you know, especially my stretch marks. I've had 2 kids. I'm not gonna lie to you. I look like I've been attacked by fucking lions, but there's a story behind it, and it's fucking natural. There's life, you know. I created 2 beautiful babies from this, so if any man ever has an issue with me having stretch marks, that's his fucking answer, okay? I don't give a shit. This is my body. You fucking love it as much as I do, or you can piss off. So that's where you need to get. That's the sort of self-love I mean. I don't mean, you know, self-love in a way of, oh, I'm better than everyone else, like you can't touch me, oh my God, I'm this amazing person. No, not a cockiness, more of a self-love about being aware who you are and why you are like this. When you understand yourself more, you'll be able to teach other people about why you are the way you are, you know, on a more deeper and spiritual level. Some people on in spirituality, then more just on a deeper level, understanding, you know, events in life as to why you're like this, and learning to live with them and learning from them, not holding a grudge. The best saying that I've ever heard, and I completely agree with it, is don't cheat on your future with your past, because that's what you do when you don't know how to let go of things, or you don't know how to live with things. You end up cheating on your future. And a lot of times that's maybe why it doesn't work out with someone, because your own self-doubts and your own self-pity and your self, you know, the way you are and you perceive yourself, you're projecting that on someone. And if it's negative, you're projecting that on someone. Start speaking and thinking positively about yourself, and trust me, you will glow differently. You will, like, it, not physically you won't look different, but the way you are will be so different, and it'll be so attractive, and then you will start attracting the right people that are on your level, on your self-worth and your self-love level. None of these little fucking itty bitty people down here that only fucking want you for a little thing or don't actually see how much you are worth. Because if they don't think you're worth as much as you think you are, see you later. Bye bye. So only recently, I'd say in the past 6 months, like, I have started loving myself more. I have had plenty of fucking messed up situations where I've allowed it to happen because, you know, I make excuses for people and, oh, but he is really nice, I know he's done that, but there's no excuse for anything, okay? When someone is making you doubt yourself and someone is putting you in that position, you know, think to when you first started talking to this person, right? And then to now. Think about how you feel inside. You shouldn't be feeling negative and horrible and fucking doubting your actions and your words and what you might think you look like, or, you know, thinking about what they might be thinking of you, why they've done this, blah, blah, blah. No, you shouldn't be like that. You should have this feeling the whole way along. That's if someone genuinely wants you in their life, okay? Trust me, they all come back. Like, there's only been one person that's ever come back. Every other bloke has came back because they want to see if they can gain access to my energy and, oh, you know, let's see if she's available for me. Oh yeah, she'll reply to me, so it's fine. So if they follow through with their actions and they are sincerely sorry, I don't know if I could still give them a chance, you know. But some people can. Me personally, oh, I don't know, I don't think I could. I'm too stubborn for that shit, personally. Like, I just think to myself, no, I gave you my time and you fucked it off twice now, so yeah, line of harm. But some people aren't as stubborn, or some people aren't as, you know, that's where my stubbornness comes in. That's where I fuck myself up sometimes, but I don't really give a shit because there's no ex out there that I sit and think, oh, I really miss him. Oh my God, if it had just worked out with him, you know. Oh, he's so, no. There's honestly no one that I want back. And also, there's no one that I want now. I don't want anyone now. I am so focused on my career. I'm so focused on my kids. Like, I sit and literally think of all the energy I've wasted on these little men children, okay? And I think of that energy I've wasted. Mate, I could be a fucking millionaire, I think. So I'm going to focus my energy elsewhere where I know that the end product is going to be amazing. I'm going to benefit from it. Until someone proves to me with their actions that they are into me and they want me and they're going to pursue me, I'm not giving up shit. Okay? So, the importance of this video, and I want you to take away, is to love yourself. Go online, have a look, or even read books about self-love. You know, the next video I'm going to do is how to love yourself more and make you more attractive and attract a better fucking tribe. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and give me a cheeky comment below of what you thought on it, if you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I mean, you can put your comment down there. I mean, as long as it's constructive criticism, it's okay. But obviously if you're going to sit there and say, look, hon, you need to sort your teeth out, then I'll be like, look, fucking Pauline, I know I need to sort them out, okay, hon? I know, like, you don't need to tell me. So yeah, all about the good fucking vibes, okay? Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.